Hi, I'm Shabas from Zlearner. In this video, I will show you how to deal with numbers. As in my last video, I showed you how to deal with strings. If you're watching this video for the first time, I would recommend you to watch my first and second video to get started with this Visual Studio Code and Rexx setup. So let me just start with defining my variable, first variable. So I'll just give another variable, some number with negative sign. What if I give some floating points here as well? So we'll just assign another variable in this way. Let me just assign it in this way. So will it have an impact? Let's see. So we'll just do a simple sum here, num1 plus num2, and I will display it on the console. Sum1, sum2, I will do num3 plus num4 and display on the console. Sum2. So let's save this and run this particular program. So again, to run the program we need to type Rexx program name, which is program1.z.rexx. You can see for this first sum, since minus 98 plus 67, so the result is coming as minus 31, and for the second one is, since both are positive, so even though we gave the number in a string, during the runtime Rexx will identify whether it is eligible to be a number. Then it will perform the arithmetic operations that we coded there. So in our case, 56 plus 3.34 plus 90.23 is 146.57. So what if I try to sum a particular variable, a number which is not even exist? For example, if I try to do num0, so num0 is not exist. So what will be the value? So we just change here sum3, save it, and I will run this one. You can see error here at the line 31. So this is the line 31 due to this num0. As I discussed in my previous video, for the variables, if it is not assigned any value, it will have the value of the name itself in the capital letters. So due to which, since integer and string cannot be added, so it is throwing an error. So this is about it. And let me define some big numbers here. Let me just comment this out. Let's define some big number. So num1 equals to some big number, num2 is equals to some another big number. So let me just try to do sum b equals to num1 plus num2, and I will just display this sum b. So let me define some floating numbers as well here. So num f1 equals to, I will define it like this with high decimal values. Num f2 equals to point something 0. So let me just do a sum of this one as well. Sum f equals to num f1 plus num f2. So let me just display this one, sum f sum f. So let me just save it and run this particular program. I will just clear the screen first and I will run this one. Now you can see for the sum we are getting a value in some decimal and having some exponential value here. So what does it mean? Let me just show you what does it mean. So we need to interpret this value in this way. Just copy this value. So this value, what we need to do is we need to replace this e value with multiplication of 10 to the power, so 10 to the power of plus 13, so it is 10 to the power of 13 into this decimal value. So if you multiply with this particular decimal value with 10 to the power of 13, so obviously you will end up with 680200447, and after that we will have some zeros here, 2 3 4 5. So this is how you will end up. But you can see after the ninth digit, this one again will have only zeros, so it is not a precise one. So it is not precise calculations that we are doing here. Even though if you take the case of the floating sum as well, the value is 1691.22573, but here we gave some decimals having the decimal number of decimal digits after the point, some around 9 or 7 digits, but here in the output we are having only 5. So what is happening here? So it is due to the default precision of Rexx. So normally Rexx have a default precision. I will show you that one, how to see that one. Current precision is, so there is a function called digits which will give you the current precision. So here since we haven't defined any precision, so it is 9 here. So let me just run this one. You can see current precision is 9. Let me just change this current position now. So to change that one, there is a command that you can type, numeric digits. Now you can give the new precision that you want, some numbers. I will change it to 20 precision now, and I will see whether the sum is having with 20 precisions or not. Let me just give this as some new. This is also new. So let me just perform the same operation after new precision. So I will run this one. Now if you see here, the difference between sum b new and sum b, you can see the exponential is gone now, and the numbers have been retained with precise values. And even for floating numbers we are getting more decimal parts now, and it is precise one. So this is how you will calculate some big numbers with precision in Rexx. And few more things that I want to highlight here is about the limit of the variable name length. So you can give a max of 20 to 50 characters in the variable name. And what is the limit of the storage that I can assign to a particular variable? It is 16 MB, so it is quite big. And the same applies for the digits as well. So how much precision that I can add, again it depends on the 16 MB limit, how much so it should not cross the 16 MB limit. So it is quite big actually, and should be enough for you. And if you want to perform a high of precision, so definitely it will take more processing time. So it is recommended to just add this particular precision 20 wherever applicable in your code, and for the rest of the code you can just go with the default precision, which is 9. So that is how it works. So that's it guys, thanks for watching this video, see you in my next video.